Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving deep into my Iron Man's journey, starting from Tutorial Island to achieving some of the latest milestones. In my last video, I spent 7 months compiling clips, screenshots, and footage. So I'm going to break down my progress and the strategies I used along the way in this long intro and ramble, as I am very new to content creation and editing. So this is going to be a journey of growth and skills obtained together. So my venture kicked off as soon as I left Tutorial Island. I followed Iron Bro Sailor's Guide to Multi-Questing. As any Iron Man knows, it is a grind without teleports or stamina potions. This guide was invaluable for making early game progress smoother and more efficient. I knocked out the requirements for Wintertide, but before diving in, I wanted to try Temperance out, as I burned out in 2019 from being trying to be a sweaty nerd after maxing my main account and just felt like I was a slave to GP, and the game started to feel like it was a job instead of playing the game I love. So with this new account and playing Iron Man mode, I wanted to set new goals. So I aimed for the angler's outfit, as I learned you could basically AFK at fishing trawler now. Um, Went knocked that out and went to Temperance. The goal was 60 fishing and a chance for the fish barrel and some extra food for Wintertide, even though I didn't get the fish barrel. Never lucky. With 60 fishing in the bag, I turned to Wintertide, hitting 99 fire, making like a G mother. During this grind, my AFK time was spent at Mother Low Mine. I knew a higher mining level would be useful for future quests and raids, and these ores would help push my smithing. Now, at Wintertide, I did about 20 solo runs and the rest in masses. I opened crates until around 90 fire making and basically obtaining full pyro, and I saved the rest of the crates until I had a little bit higher stats and other skills and could quest a little more. After Wintertide, I went and knocked out the Graceful outfit, which is crucial for any Iron Man, as we all know stamina potions are life. But without stamina potions, energy potions, or the Explorer Ring, run energy, flees faster than anything I've ever seen, like a weekend after a long week at work. Um, I attained the graceful a little bit past 58 agility, and this is important because this was the level that unlocked the wieldy agility, and that was about out for like a week. And I've seen the supplies, all the blighting supplies would be useful for the Void Waker and Wieldy Slayer in the future. Plus, it's very good GP, and extra GP never hurts. With Graceful equipped and Wieldy agility unlocked, I set my sights on knocking out a few more quests in 99 Thieving. I unlocked blackjacking and went and obtained rogues equipment. I grinded blackjacking to around 85 thieving with the side goal of 70 agility at the Wildy agility course. Again, this GP would be essential for future needs. At 85 thieving, my wrists burnt out and felt like they was going to break, so I shifted to Artie Knights. I completed the required quest and skills for the Ardoing Medium Diary and achieved 99 thieving. During this time, I took a break at 91 thieving to stop and go get one Pharaoh scepter, as I know this would be a huge help for making an ancient altar in my POH, as having one would save me a lot of time and effort of running through the pyramid for future Slayer grinds, especially for burst tasks. With 99 thieving done, I focused on unlocking my kingdom fully. I had around 18 million GP from thieving and wieldy agility. One regret was not doing the Artie Hard Diary and Master Farmer from 94 on. Watching other Iron Man series made me realize how crucial Master Farmer was for bossing and slayer supplies, and pushing your herb lore skill higher to unlock staminas, higher tiers of pools, and just having better supplies and more supplies. So I set a new goal, as I always got Spoon Rocky on all my other accounts. So I said 1K Ranar seeds or Rocky Pet, and I quickly learned after an hour of Master Farmer on the wiki that 75 farming is basically a hard requirement also for Master Farmer. So that's when I started my Tithe Farm grind. From the Tithe Farm calculator on Portal, I realized I would be able to buy everything the can, which would be useful for saplings in the future in the Tithe mini game. The herb sack, the seed box, the farming outfit to push a higher farming level to unlock the hard contracts faster. I would also have around 450 extra points, which would be spent on unlocking Zammy wine or Zammy grapes, farming them to have a starting supply of ranging potions. During this time at Tithe Farm and 1K Ranar or at 1K Ranar Seeds, my AFK time was spent wood cutting teaks on Fossil Island. Before I started that, I went and unlocked the lumberjack. And I knew the bowstrings would come in handy from temple trekking, and that'll play on later on of why. Um, I spent time wood cutting teaks as I knew 72 wood cutting was a requirement for the quest cape, and it would help with construction to push goals like the ancient altar and songs of the elves. After 75 farming and obtaining the Ranar seeds, I was heavily influenced. I was debating on doing 99 Hunter as I seen Kaz's video, and it put the nail in the coffin of my decision to do it. The decision to grind 46 through 99 rumors was heavily influenced by him, highlighting the benefits for prayer. My goal was to start by getting 65 crafting for the large pouches and push 72 fletching, as it is a requirement for the moonlight antlers to make them into bolts. Um, the reason I did it was because it's in his video it highlighted the prayer experience, and I was going to cannon green dragons before and risk cannonballs and getting PK and then will the altar and the time spent and all of that, instead of doing something that would be way more efficient and beneficial towards my account. I got around 10,000 chichampas. I also got a lot of extra herbs from Herbie. I ended around with 8K Moonlight Moths. And it also got me to around 79 or 79 prayer, which 70 is pretty much a hard requirement for hard diaries, barrows grinds, piety for future PVM. Um, my goal from the start was to prepare thoroughly for a high level PVM and raids by pushing skill requirements, gathering supplies, and completing quests. I'm ready to dive into more challenging content. It feels great to see all the hard work pay off and know that I'm set for the future and success. So there you have it, a comprehensive look into my Iron Man's journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into my progression and strategies, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more content. Let's dive right into this. After wrapping up 99 Hunter, I had a list of goals as long as my arm. First on the agenda was Temporos. I was on a mission to snag that fish barrel like James Bond, baby. Why you ask? It was like turning your fishing trips into a tropical vacation. Who would want to go fishing and get a suntan at the same time? And guess what? I also got the Tome of Water almost back to back with the barrel. Now, the tome had me thinking that was grinding out the Mage's book really worth it. But Mage levels and experience on a starting account is always worth it, right? Next up on the list, volcanic ash. Not just a sprinkle here or there. I'm talking about a whopping 5K when I've already had a few K banked. Spoiler alert, as you've seen in the intro and long ramble, I already got the bottomless compost bucket. And we all know for any account out there, this is a game changer. It doubles your compost, which means you can spend more time lounging and less time farming compost. It's like having a magic pack backpack that never runs out of snacks. With 5K Ultra Compost banked and over 8K ash now, I'm all set. It's like meal prepping for farming. So now I could take some well deserved breaks without constantly stressing about running out of ultra compost. And when I get close to running out, I'll just mine another 15K ash and rinse and repeat. It's like the most boring sequel ever with more compost, more compost, more compost. Then came iron ore mining. Ironically, I needed this for future grinds at the blast furnace and Giant's Foundry. I grabbed my superior mining gloves, which helped mine iron ore, and finished up some nuggets needed for the gem bag. And let me tell you, this gem bag is going to be like the Swiss Army knife of mining tools, perfect for skill and slayer tasks. It's got everything but a can opener and a bottle of wine. Speaking of future grinds, let's chat about Blast Furnace and Giants Foundry. My big goal at Giants Foundry was hitting 82 smithing. Why 82, you ask? Well, it's the requirement for the Quest Cape, making the Bofa, plus all the hard diaries, plus pushing you way past them all. Besides the requirement to make the Bofa, obviously puts you that much closer to the elite diaries, and you pretty much never have to touch the skill again to either go for elite diaries or max. In the mini game, I started with around 15K steel bars and about 5K myth bars. I bought every mode in the mini game, including the double ammo mode, because who wouldn't want to double their cannonballs per hour? Oh, I picked up three out of the four pieces of the smithing outfit, missing the trousers. But let's just say my smithing career has a bit of a brief setback. I started out with 19 steel and 9 mithril bars, then I shifted to 18 steel and 10 mithril. Why the change? Well, I had more bars than I needed and wanted to save some steel bars for cannonballs. Apparently, I'm going to need a mountain of those bad boys for my future Slayer grinds. During my Giants Foundry grind, I realized I needed 70 construction for Song of the Elves, but that wasn't going to do it. I also needed 75 construction for the Ancient Altar. So you will see random clips of me collecting Kingdom for mahogany antique logs. I also AFK woodcut teaks on Fossil Island very early in the account as I knew I needed 72 woodcut for the quest cape and I would need the teak logs later on for construction. So I checked my banked XP calculator. I realized I would have to collect Kingdom one or two more times, but I would need my GP back as my GP from Wildy Agility and Thieving was going into buying daily battle staffs. So now I had a new problem. I need my GP back on the battle staffs. And if you just own regular battle staffs, you actually lose GP. So I had a problem to turn about 1,700 unpowered orbs into air orbs, which I found out was the fastest for my level stats, etc. So now two problems. I needed some teleport tabs from Last Man Standing, and I needed about 5K cosmic runes. Now, any Iron Man knows buying cosmic runes is like trying to find a needle in a haystack out there. 20 per world, most worlds are sold out. So I decided, let's go skill and get these. So first, I needed to do lunar diplomacy so I could use NPC contact or Guardians of the Rift, which means you don't have to leave to repair your pouches. Set my sights on 65 rune crafting. 60 is the quest cape requirement. 65 the hard arty diary. More farm runs. More herbs. Push that herb lore level. Get closer to anti venoms. Max pool. Want to stay on top of my herb runs. So went knocked out lunar diplomacy. I did profit about 6K cosmics from pools and crafting. I did kind of focus on cosmics, but yeah, so made a lot of chaos when I could as well. Also made a lot of natures when I could in the mini game, as we all know them are very useful later on. Anyway, after finishing 65, I get my pools, I get the lantern, I get the diary, and I get pearls for collection logs. Nothing major. Kind of spooned the lantern though, won't lie about that. Once I finished that up, I realized I had another problem. I had to go complete Desert Treasure 1, not alone for RFD, not alone to build the ancient altar, but I needed it to use the teleport tabs. I just spent an hour of my life cussing at the screen doing last man standing by it. So I go knock out Temple of Ikov and Desert Treasure 1. So I could charge air orbs way more efficiently. You go there, you tab, go to the obelisk, charge your orbs, ring a duin, refill your run, bank, tab, rinse, repeat, makes charging them way better. I tried a couple inventories with the Edgeville dungeon run. Not fun at all. Just saying. Spend 30 minutes getting some tabs from Last Man Standing, guys, and do not risk anything in the wilderness. Once I had all the orbs charged, I was very happy. Realized Oak and all those air battle staffs would net me about 16 million GP. Plus, it got me to 70 crafting, which is the quest cape requirement, and a hard Lumbridge diary requirement. As I also had a side goal of trying to complete as many hard diaries as I could to benefit as much as I could from them on the account as early as I could. Since I've been skilling so hard, it's wise well use your skills to your benefit, right? It's like a welder trying to be an electrician. Go be a welder, bro. So with all those battle staffs made, I knew I I knew I now had a new problem, which was efficiently doing oak agility. I needed to complete Candor and Hard diaries to get more marks of grace. As you've seen in that Giants Foundry clip, I had 77 Herblord banked at that time, even more now, but I won't ruin the next video. But to do Candor and Hard diary, I needed to unlock Piety. Well, lucky for me, completing 99 Hunter got me 79 Prayer, which is usually the biggest obstacle for the hard diary, a few of the hard diaries for Iron Man, but not mine. So before I wanted to start the 70 defense grind, I was going to do it through Slayer, but I needed a few gear upgrades. I wanted to obtain the zombie axe, so I'll go start Defender Varrock. A pro tip with that, I used the ice axe from Last Man Standing, another couple hours cussing at my screen, but take advantage of killing the bots. I don't care what anybody says, free points. I did it on a PvP world, which saved me a lot of runes and GP I knew I needed for my construction grind, and putting some more back in the kingdom and having some GP just to lay around in case I needed it for anything else. I did not finish the quest due to if you're in the quest, you're in an instant. So the only real danger you are in the PvP world is running from basically the dig site to the instant or the dungeon. I did bring enough runes for probably 70, 80 Bloodburst cast. And I only tried to do those when I was real low HP to make sure I could heal all the way up and made the most out of those casts. So if you want to do it, it's a little risky, but I was really only risking probably 300k, which would suck, but you could easily make up at wildy agility or zombie pirates, or if you're a hardcore, you could go thief, I guess, or do some other niche money makers to get it back. Once I obtained the zombie axe, I set my sights on obtaining the Dragon Defender. I wanted the Dragon Defender before the Slayer grind as well. So I went and knocked that out. Got a few defense levels. In the meantime, the clan was calling out Magpie, Ninja, and Dragon Implants. The real benefit of having 99 Hunter. Got a few extra glories. Um, some elks and stuff, but not bad. Got the Dragon Defender. Go buy a cannon. I'm rocking, I'm rolling. Time to smith these cannonballs. Made almost 45 cannonballs. We rocking and rolling, y'all. Only thing I'm forgetting is the quest to unlock proselyte. So I go do that because making your overhead prayers last a lot longer, very clutch. And having a high this high of a prayer level, very nice. And all the moonlight moths, very nice. Haven't even touched none of my Randars yet from the Master Farmer grind. On a side note, I started farming Zami wines at this time as I was trying to push my farming level a little higher so I could boost to playing a spirit tree at the farming guild. Also, they are basically free ranging potions and some cooking XP and could be useful for fight caves, quests later on. Just a starting supply of ranging potions, I figured, and I already had the points at Tithe Farm, had like 450 extra points from grinding it, but I would buy more grape seeds than you buy blessings and buy the blessings as you need them if you're going to do this method. Um, wouldn't recommend it long run, but a start at 1k ranging potions, very nice to have pretty much. I haven't made them yet, but long as I cook my carbs first, I'll get about 80% of the wines cooked successfully and got over 1800 grapes out of those points. So about 1300 ranging potions. So we're grinding Slayer at this point. Knock out 70 defense. I go and do King's Ransom because we all know how clutch Piety is, how big of a DPS upgrade this is. I did get a Jelly's task. Was juggling clue scrolls. Do a few hard clue scrolls. Keep one because I get to basically the last step and have to do like roving elves or the elf quest line, and I've just been lazy and not done it yet. Even though I already have 200 something quest points, I don't know why I haven't done it, but we get a master clue. I get PK. Step 7 of a master at the Chaos Altar. It broke, it did my heart. Sorry, long and short joke for anyone that's ever watched that movie. I'll grind this Slayer. I passed the 70 defense, complete the Candor and hard. And then I said, okay, well, I'm going to go get the Black Mask and then I'm going to start Elk Agility. I go get the black mask, and I'm sorry for any of y'all that's ever went dry there. I got it within 137 kc. Yeah, felt real good. With this secured, it was time to take on Elk Agility. The Elk and Spree brought in around 18 million GP with the battle staffs, the miscellaneous Elks, and the rune arrows from Last Man Standing. With the agility training, I hit 77 agility. I also got to 83 magic plus 250 marks. Pro tip though, on your ami crystals, to when you're making your stamina potions, when you're using your amulets of chemistry to make the most out of making your stamina potions, because we all hate training agility. Use one crystal, one super energy. Do not do three doses, as you get more bang for your buck. Your amulet is more likely to proc. You're making more potions. You're saving more crystals because your amulet is procking way more, and it's just a benefit. Who wants to go get more marks and have to grind out just marks for stamina potions? And it makes agility feel bad, especially if you don't have no elks. Like, just be smart with them. I don't know how far you are into your account, but after that finished up, it was time to go make planks. I did use the bark from forestry that I had from cutting oaks and willows that started the account to get to wintertime to buy 100 sawmill vouchers. Who doesn't want 100 extra mahogany planks? Okay, seriously, who does not want them? Had like 10.4k teaks, like 1.6k mahoganies, and I started to make them. I did the PvP world method. I don't really show much of that, but that's a whole learning process. My next video, I've already pretty much have clips put together on a new project, and it's way better. I voice over each clip, and it all ties in together. But that's a little later on the ramble. So I make the planks. Tip: if you're gonna do that, do a PvP world. Make sure, especially I did a dumb thing because I had Sears teleport set instead of Camelot. Teleport outside the bank, could have got killed for on my GP, would have been sad. So make sure your teleport is Camelot, or you can use Lumbridge, obviously. Make sure your teleport inside the house is on, and make sure just do one teleport with no planes and lock your portal so no one can enter your portal. And knock all that out. It's time to start on Mahogany Homes. And now I figured I would get at least 75. If people say you get more XP, maybe like 78. No, 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 no. We basically could max our house out, boys. We went from like 57 construction to 86 through Mahogany Homes. We bought the whole outfit. We bought the saw. We bought the plank sack. I was getting around 160k XP using teak planks, and around 200k if I was like trying halfway decent. I was obviously using teleport back to Faldor method, as I did not want to waste planks and buying law runes to make and then be on loaners, blah blah blah, for Mahogany Homes. But it wasn't bad. During and I did hit a couple burnouts on a few days, and I went to Rex, and this is where my RNG bit me back. I get spooned the fish barrel, the tome. I get spooned the black mask. I get spooned a few things, and it was time for RNG to even the score. I went 280 KC for my B ring. No, I did get two DXs. Got the DX pretty early on. Got two warrior rings. Got a bunch of drops that could have been the Berserker ring. I mean, I won't complain about the Dagannoth bones, which I'll probably save those for the Wildy altar. Who knows though? With the bone mill, I plan on completing the Kandor and Hard or Mortania hard soon, so a lot of free bone crusher charges. So might do that, but we'll see. And we finish up the construction grind. And we finished up the Berserker ring. The only thing that's really left is the fire cape. Now I want to say this. This has been a huge learning lesson to edit videos. On this outro, you see me smithing iron darts. I did go to the blast furnace, finish my addy bars and some iron bars. I did the iron bars just so I could tag things on Slayer creatures. Slayer grinds heavy in process. I built the spirit tree, the Marvel Lecter. Gonna make a couple house K tabs. Go get the icon, build the ancient altar, which basically this whole episode and grind was for knocking out Song of the Elves requirements. But I love the support I've gotten, man. My voiceovers are crap. My editing skills are crap. And I still have people in the community showing me love, reaching out, giving me tips. And it honestly, from the bottom of my heart, without you guys and God in my life, I wouldn't even put this video out.